Hi everyone, it's Stu here from 3B. Today I'm going to be talking about the PlayStation VR 2, the potential of the new version of the existing PlayStation VR. Now there's been a patent which, if you actually dig around into it, there's information regarding the possibility of what the PSVR 2 will have. And there's a few key things with it. First of all, this is likely to be the first PlayStation VR system that will have cameras. There's two at the front and one at the back. And they're also suggesting that there's also going to be the possibility of not only a new controller, but also cameras on the controller too. I'm not too sure how that would work, but I would imagine that, you know, it's all part of the tracking with the controllers as well, because that's one of the biggest problems I feel with the PlayStation VR. The key thing really is the suggestion that the PlayStation VR 2 could be wireless. It's suggesting it has its own sort of source of video and what have you, which suggests that it's being fed video remotely. Not too sure how that would work, but they are suggesting in this patent that it's going to be wireless, which would be incredible, considering that Sony are going to have to do it at a really cheap price compared to things like Oculus and Vive and so on. So there is an awful lot of promise there. As to when we're likely to see that, that's one of the key questions really. Sony quite obviously now is ramping up for the PlayStation 5. It is all about the PlayStation 5. There's a few games obviously that they want to push and promote for the PlayStation 4, but predominantly it is all about the PlayStation 5. Next year will just be that focus. So I would imagine then that what we're likely to see is the PlayStation VR coming out, I would imagine not next year but 2021. The reason behind that is they don't want to take anything away from the PlayStation 5, and then they would want another product that those of us or those people that would have a PlayStation 5 would want an additional a bit of hardware to add to their new shiny new PS5. So it would make sense for me for them to release it more sort of maybe spring in 2021, or even for the Christmas holidays in 2021, which is a good 2 years away. But I would imagine it might be released a bit sooner than that. There's also rumors about Microsoft working on their own virtual reality system, but there's not a lot of information regarding that at the moment. I did read somewhere something about that Microsoft are developing some sort of mat, virtual reality sort of mat that allows some kind of tracking, but there's not a lot of information regarding sort of anything in terms of hardware, unless you guys know any different. So that's it. That's the PlayStation VR 2. We're not going to be seeing it anytime soon. You know, there's nothing about increased optics. There's nothing about anything in terms of that regard. It's more just a patent to do with design and some of the function that it'll do. It's still very promising, but it's a long way off. I think we should just focus on the excitement that is the PlayStation 5 for now. Okay, that's me for today. Thanks again for watching. Don't forget to click the bell, which is somewhere around here probably, so you get alerted when I've done a new video. Give me a thumbs up, that's always really appreciated. And if you're not a subscriber, please consider subscribing. Thanks again, have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. Take care.